Oh yeah. We just gonna do three. I'm gonna hold y'all over. We're just gonna do all the elements. Leo, Sag, and Aries all in one. Then after that, we're gonna do about 4 days. Cause that's it. I'm trying to tackle one by one now. My nose itching. Capricorn season. Ooh. Yes, what's going on with Capricorn season? Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Cause it's Leo, Aries, Leo, Aries, and Sag. Let's go. My grandma. Ooh, girl. Oh, you got Scorpionic energy in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, the World. Girl, I do not like that. Ooh, did I say that? Though spirit still like, and this is the message. Really is, baby. She's still there. Six of Swords of the World. One more. Ooh, let's see what we got on the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we got Queen of Wands, we got Knight of Cups, and we got the Fire Side Set of Swords. Ooh, I like this. The reason why I like to do this is towards the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Hanged One, though. For some of y'all, it's letting go of an old foundation of certain people, though. Ten of Swords is an ending that already happened. It's just that somebody needs to accept that something is over for a new beginning to come about. This is pulling out all the swords when it comes to communication, old things that necessarily sting about things. So it's like it's time to let something go, though. It is. Like with the Knight of Cups and the Hang One, though, for some of y'all, it's time to hang something up. I don't know if it's the way you communicate, certain people, certain friendships, relationships, families, and paradigms. It is time. When the hangman necessarily comes out, that's the time where it's time to pause, reflect before you make a decision. When you come into the Queen of Wands energy, sometimes could be a person that is about taking risks that's more fueled up, like trying to see how could you keep going though. And I said tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna do Capricorn. But I was like, nobody talks about how that Capricorn energy, when we roll into it, have you feeling like you just got to do everything. Like you got to do everything by yourself. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep doing it. So with the energy around, a lot of people not even noticing it. So that's why I said endings may have came about. But you got a Knight of Cups energy though, with a Hang One though. So this could be help to ease the pain over. Knight of Cups to me sometimes could be passion projects though. Queen of Wands for some of y'all just letting something go. Like I will say, whether it's a passion project or something, the idea of something, whether it's time to execute it or just give it up. Ten of Swords, that means that it was very betrayal, bad mouthing, backstabby, cruel. So it could have been that type of environment necessarily where somebody keeps pushing this agenda. I would say that though. And it looks like it's very one sided. I do feel like that though with the I don't know if it's like a group, a collective of certain people where it's telling y'all need to let this go. I don't know if it's a passion project though that's coming into fruition, that's coming towards somebody where you've been waiting on something to necessarily happen. But if it was a Ten of Swords situation, whether it was cruel, manipulative, backbiting, spiteful, shameful, secrets, betrayal, and all that different types of shit, spirit is not prompting you to let that shit go because it ain't getting you nowhere. I bet you the judgment come out reverse. And this could be like a family environment too. I would say that though. Some of y'all may be trying to make your own family. Like working on, well, I got the car, I got the house, I got this, I got this. So what is it that I can have that lasting forms of legacy though? So I do feel like that though. Because for some of y'all, this kind of been like a breakaway, needing to break away from certain things. So we're gonna figure that out. Overall move, we got Page of Wands. The good news is we're looking towards the good. So let's see what's going on, what's popping. You got the Death in reverse. We got Six of Cups, Three of Swords, and then we got the Hermit. Though for some of y'all, it's letting something go. I would say that though. With the Six of Cups, that's somebody who stays in the past, inability to be able to move, somebody who doesn't take heed to advice, they harp on certain things, don't want to let certain transgressions go. They stay there in this position. For some of y'all, this could be you isolating. I will say COVID is going on, but for some of y'all, this could be somebody that's isolating from you or you isolating from them, but it seems like it's a grudge or something that's necessarily there where it's very toxic. You got a Seven of Pentacles, which is here to underline the surface, though. We got an Eight of Cups, Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is where the fruit right for the picking, where you keep picking the same fruit, where you keep sowing the same seeds, and it's just not working. This Eight of Cups and this King of Wands is somebody who's very attached. King of Wands sometimes can be a very selfish or controlling individual who just necessarily can be focused on themselves, whether it's male or female. This could be somebody saying, "Oh, I want to make it right. Let's go forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward." But it's necessarily not going in the direction you need to go. Because Queen of Pentacles sometimes can be a person who says the right thing, but they don't do the right thing. That's why I said this here is a sign from Spirit itself saying, let it go. Because page one, the hangman is letting something go, or you may have been in a position to where you're trying to offer something to someone or wanting someone to offer something to you. But this Queen of Pentacles sometimes could be a very manipulative, sneaky underlying issue where you did not see. So there could be somebody who doesn't think that whatever they do will come to the light. But it's like for some of y'all, if it's the Knight of Cups, whether it's building relationships with certain people, for some of y'all, this could be the people you're attracted to. The Queen of Pentacles, where they're very you could be meeting sewers, like you could want something more out of life, but the fact that they say the right thing or mirror certain experiences, you kind of like, damn, why this shit not picking up? Why do I keep getting the same person? It's because you attracted to the shit that they do. You don't really see shit through. Because Queen of Pentacles is somebody that sticks around, learn from their lessons, obstacles, and move to be able to grow in life. So for some of y'all, I don't know about that. I don't know. It's not a good energy. And I say the world, how you see certain things. You got the Six of Swords in the Tower, and you got the Six of Wands though. The world with the Six of Swords in the Tower though. I do Six of Swords with that world with the Tower and the Six of Wands though. Mm. Ooh, wait a minute now. We're going back to the situation where somebody don't want to let something go. Somebody finna let somebody go. Because look at that Six of Wands, that Queen of Pentacles, and that Hermit. That's the pride before the fall. This something somebody not gonna see coming because it's Six of Swords. This somebody that's trying to sneak away from somebody because they don't want to deal with them. Like this could be somebody where you hear me say when it comes to change, it's necessarily where they always arguing. Or, not gonna say arguing, but manipulative in a form. Because Queen of Pentacles is a very dark, manipulative energy. Whether it's the darkest style with Mickey, where it's trying to seduce you, trying to conjure up love spells, like being manipulative and sneaky in the form. For some of y'all, this somebody that's like, I don't want to deal with you because it's Queen of Pentacles energy. They may sense this on you. Because keep in mind, a hermit sometimes reverse can be a person who stays in the same position, inability to be able to grow. So after a while, they start picking and picking and picking, and you don't see it though. Because the Six of Wands sometimes could be prime before the fall or even if you were trying to build something up career wise, this could be somebody that's slandering your name behind closed doors, trying to sully what you have created. Though, so this is this type of environment. It wouldn't surprise me if the Emperor necessarily came out reverse. So I do feel like that though. One of y'all trying to sneak away from something or somebody. I feel like that. You got a Three of Pentacles. Yeah, but got a Three of Wands. That ass. I'm telling you. If one of y'all you're in a state of disagreement or trying to come to a when it comes to certain things. Y'all, see certain things, like to be more open to see different things from a different perspective. Three of Wands sometimes can be a card of travel, but it's also awaiting certain things. So you could be putting out those certain fillers for certain people, whatever the case may be. But I don't feel like it's from that space. If it's an argument, if it's a conversation that keeps going nowhere, especially with the death of reverse, that's dead ass. Where like, no, I don't like you. My family don't like your family. Romeo and Juliet. We don't do certain shit like that. Where it's kind of like they just don't. Like they just don't. So that's why I said it's kind of messed up though, especially with family or friends or relationships. Because you got an Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, What the hell y'all got going on for the month of for the month of January? I mean for Capricorn season. What the fuck y'all got going on? Please tell me what y'all got going on. All over the place, y'all. I gotta get ready to go. Baby, 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 baby. What the hell do y'all got going on? We at 10 minutes. I ain't trying to keep it. Um, that breakaway from certain people or certain situations, whether it's arguments or miscommunication, I feel like it's not getting nowhere. So for some of y'all, this is seeking out a medium. I will continue to say that though, to see certain things a different way because if y'all been trying to go about feeling certain things in a certain manner, it's kind of like it goes to a certain way where it's kind of like, oh no, I don't have no problem. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and y'all shake hands and then y'all break, and then it just goes back to the same situation to where it doesn't get nowhere. I kind of feel like when it's this Empress or this you, this is feminine energy, I kind of feel like some of y'all been doing to cut out certain people. Even if it's a mother or a person of some sort, I think it's now looking at things from your own lenses to develop some form of emotional conflict. Sometimes can be a very gossipy type nature. So for some of y'all know this is self-reflecting on actions that you got from certain people or individuals. Some of y'all is necessarily dating that's wanting more out of life or searching for love. I kind of feel like it's requiring you to let go of the cups, whether you just necessarily say what it is that you want. So it's like if you want somebody that's here for me in the long haul, you can't be dating for eight, nine people and then not telling people that you dating and then saying, well, I'm talking such and such, not dating their name, not saying their name, but not being very honest with these people to make a very uh, to allow them to be able to make a decision depending upon you instead of just trying to make the options for them. I do kind of feel like it's that. Go to the Five of Cups, and then here goes the Page of Pentacles. Well, here goes the same damn bullshit. It's the same damn bullshit. I'm trying to get over it though, but I don't know what it is with y'all New Age millionaires. I'm talking about where y'all get the money and everybody think you supposed to just take care of them. I am not for that damn rhetoric. Like you can employ their ass if you got something that's employable. If you want to put somebody through college, but I don't like that. With this Five of Cups and Page of Pentacles, so that's constant offering somebody something though. I don't like that though, because I feel like when it comes to miscommunication, it always goes back to one person where they always feel more entitled to keep up necessarily bad behavior. Like the Hermit was reversed, so they don't pay attention to shit. They don't listen to shit. They just go into isolation. I feel like somebody has a very dominant personality, but I do feel like with the Six of Swords, somebody likes to move by or avoid somebody because it's kind of like they keep up too much shit. Because a tower sometimes can be very chaotic. So somebody, instead of somebody saying, "I don't want to deal with you," after a while, it's just like, let me just slide on by. They're like, oh shit, that's them. And then they just get the fuck out. It's not like somebody fears somebody, because I would say that because it's more of the Six of Wands is like frenemies. So that's people who would do whatever it is they need to do. But I kind of feel like dealing with the both of them at the same time, whether how they grow or not, that's when y'all just getting cool. You got a Nine of Cups, a Chariot, and a Knight of Wands. I mean, you got the Moon and the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I'm telling you, it's weird though, because for some of y'all, it's the family holiday. Especially with these Five of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. A lot of y'all had bad experiences with family or childhood upbringing. I know a lot of the collective been talking about we do a lot of work, a lot of people doing that, and you've been expecting other people to change. And it kind of feels shitty though, because for some of y'all though, the parts of you that you healed them by yourself. So it's like you walking back in this expectation of wanting them to be that way, they not. So a lot of y'all that I was saying for the Leo read that I couldn't just get through is that y'all going through a third eye awakening. Like dealing with better judgment of how you see people, being able to see through their bullshit and being able to acknowledge them for what person. So I kind of do feel like it's that though, because for one of y'all though, it's getting stuck. It's well, I changed, I didn't, and da 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 da. But that's that fear, the emotional worries, kind of do feel like it's that. So it's not like a real emotionally raw, honest. cards where y'all both get to say what it is you need to say because it's kind of like, I don't want to say this. This gonna piss them off. I don't want to do this because this gonna piss them off. But the elephant in the room is the death in reverse, to where somebody's still holding on to something and they don't want to let it go. What is it? Close my door all the way. Yes, it was. Close it. You got four swords reversed. This is for Aries, Leo, Sage, by the way. Four swords with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine. This is where somebody feels like, oh, for some of y'all feel better without working on it, or somebody feels better not putting time and interest on it because it's like, you know, because Eight of Pentacles sometimes can be a very abundant energy that we necessarily talk about. That's somebody who's open, who's willing to be in a position to necessarily grow, to see past certain things. When the Eight of Pentacles is reversed, that's when somebody's very bored with the bullshit. So it's kind of like, I don't care, this goes the same way. It can come off very apathetic to how you feel or how others feel. So it's a very disinterested energy. Pay attention to that though. So somebody could be very disinterested in other people's feelings, or I just kind of feel like this though. Somebody very disinterested in how somebody feels. So it's a very dominating energy. So I think that's where when it comes about certain matters, somebody be like, you know what, let me just go. Because it's the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is wishy washy. Lack of boundaries. Not knowing where you stand with certain people. Ooh, I knew that Page of Cups was gonna come out reverse. That's backhanded ass apology. I'm sorry. You know, like, you meant it. And I think accountability is the issue because we got strength, Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Struggle between pride and peace, or do I want an apology? Oh, that sounds right. But yeah, I do think it's that though. Pride, Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance. I say let him go. Like this. Wait a minute, because y'all take that the wrong way. Just ain't I'm sorry, you sorry. It is effectively where you acknowledge the wrong that you did to somebody else. If somebody say, I don't like the fact that you did this to me, you can't tell somebody, well, no, I didn't do this to you and I didn't mean it. That's a backhanded ass apology. You can't tell somebody how their emotional concept set the fuck up. For some of y'all, this is a family type matter, a certain situation, because it kind of feels like the Ten of Pentacles that came out, we all always around each other. One of y'all trying to see the difference of how y'all could do something though. But with a Seven of Wands, if it's a favoritism energy of, well, I like this person more, I like this, I have no boundaries between them. Y'all don't. So it's like logic versus truth, bullshit versus truth. Because you got a Seven of Swords. After all that, you go to Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. Seven of Swords is a, okay, well, Seven of Swords can be self sabotage, and I told you that's kind of like Ten of Swords. That's kind of like people who manipulate to try to get truth. That's manipulation that tends to backfire. That's secrets coming out. Sometimes that's cheating. That's infidelity. Sometimes that is abuse. Like all those different types of things. It could hit in any realm to where somebody dead ass was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." Fuck. Like, oh well, I didn't mean to. Like, and they did. I'm telling you, they did. So for some of y'all know that's why I said if somebody's disinterested, that's a part of their grief process. You gotta let them stay in their emotions. So you can't force somebody to heal something they don't want to heal. So if they don't see an issue with it, they don't. So like I said, don't let the holidays y'all up there knocking on fucking mashed potatoes off. Y'all man. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Just let life go the way it needs to go. Okay. We got the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I like no, I'm just here. That's baby. No, that's inner child working. It really is though. Five of Wands. Who pregnant though? One of y'all pregnant, low key hiding the baby or trying to work. Got a Five of Wands, Two of Wands, and a High Priest. Somebody pregnant or about to get pregnant. Don't even know. But this like initially part of wound working because some people think wound working sometimes can be emotional blockages to where it's energy being stuck. So you may have to meet a freaky specialist or somebody that can give you some type of yoni steam or whatever the case may be, but nobody necessarily talk about the emotional blockages that come from childhood trauma, relationships, expectations, and experiences to where children will not manifest in a form of a womb because of you unable to clear out your own um, emotional blockages. We got a five of wands and a two of wands though. For some of y'all, this sun and this high priestess that's there though, this queen of swords. For some of y'all though, when it comes to healing matters or certain things, this what y'all do. Like the queen of swords and two of wands, this is an argument I feel like I told y'all somebody has the energy of getting a party started, but on the flip side though, when y'all try to come to the medium, I feel like this is what y'all do. Y'all get up on the queen of swords, somebody that's a very logical person, and then just ask. And then here comes the decision making. Why the queen of swords just sit down, got a pen and paper, and just like sit down. And now, what you writing on that paper? Shit. What do I say? 'Cause anything that I say is gonna get the party started. But one of y'all, I feel like if I say one of y'all are now going through the download of awakening, somebody who tries to be a logical reasoning. If you do try to add your input in, it's a this is that get the party started though. So this is somebody to where like if you got a sibling or a person or somebody that tries to be the voice of reason, they do this shit in intent because they ain't gonna say, well, bitch, you fake, da, da, da. They ain't gonna call anything out. They specifically say certain shit to a targeted dynamic to get the fucking party started. Oh, wait a minute. Up on the holidays, if you don't want nobody telling you your macaroni nasty. So let me just say that though. So yeah, but I feel like one of y'all, if this is a relationship for one of y'all, it is so weird. I'm telling you, when you working with people who in relationships, that's why I say, Lord, don't throw me in that position, right? Because people who be in relationships be so focused on, as I wrap this up, where y'all don't listen to each other, hear each other, and when y'all sit down and talk to somebody that's irrational, people to who hears here like a rational person gonna believe each side except for the truth. So that's why we're not going through a that's what it is for you to learn how to dissect truth a certain way. I do feel like that though. I'm saying like when you be working with couples, they be like, but no, she did this, he did this. No, no, no. Why are we here again? But yeah, that's it though. Let me go ahead and pull from here and see what y'all got going on, girl. Let me see what y'all got going on. Let me see what y'all got going on. But that's why I said for the moment, we could say this December, the beginning of December, rolling in the Capricorn season though. Because I said that Capricorn you gonna have y'all feeling like, well, nah, we don't need nobody. We can do it by ourselves. Da, 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 da. I got it. We ain't got no problem. We can work it out in the house. We can talk about this with no fucking structure. Conversations and arguments just going nowhere. Everybody just saying what the fuck they need to say. Don't worry about it. Fine. Fuck this shit. So us getting together. I'm telling you, that is the energy that's going on. It's funny. It's funny. Upload this as soon as I finish. Don't let your pride get in the way. Didn't I say that though? It say don't let your pride get in the way. Yes. Pride is a good one. I said that though. It's a struggle between pride and peace. Shit, where it is? Whoa, 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 whoa. And it's one more. It's one more. It's one more. You and your loved ones are safe. Oh, let me tell you something before we wrap this up. In practicality, let me tell you something. This one thing I noticed. You are good enough, and the energy is Let me tell y'all something. One thing I noticed, emotions are running high. I don't think some of y'all see that though when it comes to certain topics. So some of y'all like to push and push and push. Climax approaches. And confidence is the key to your success. So this could be somebody to say, "Oh, I'm not comfortable talking about it." Instead of changing the metaphysics of something, say, "Oh, I'm not ready to talk about that." You take this. No, we're going to bring it up right now. And somebody will see the underlying issues of how they cause certain problems or not equivalent to understand to be more empathetic to somebody else. So it's just them wanting their closure, them wanting to speak their piece, and somebody don't know when to cut it off. But I wanted to say though, as I've been like studying relationships with divine beings and like God and entities, let me tell you that. The reason why I say that is because the issues that you are meant to handle and you don't, you will somehow find them again outside of your life. Unicorn. When I say that though, one of y'all going through a third eye awakening, how you judge people, how you view people, how you see them, being able to accept them. But in order to get there, you got to go through your own emotional come up. You got to be able to let certain grudges go. You look at that. Look at the middle of his head. It's color. Look at that zebra. It's color. You got to be able to see certain things. Everything ain't black and white. Cause I like the zebra though, cause the zebra is about zebra is black and white. Some of y'all just like, okay, no, 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 this. Because the cosmic egg is about the crown chakra. So that's kind of like blocking mind, like how you go about how you do like the old paradigm that a lot of y'all may be working on. You got the hyena reverse, the mouse, and the tiger. Yes, God, here we go. I knew it was coming out. Hyena is a sarcastic behavior. That's needing to hang around certain people, emotionally validate certain experiences that need to let go of. Mouse is a very nitpicky, always finding fault with something. That's high energy, always sitting down. You don't see the damage that is necessarily done because you've been sitting in something too necessarily long. So somebody always trying to micromanage instead of just getting up and then moving into a new direction. And we got Tiger, which is feminine energy that talks about their sensuality. So sometimes it can be a bit rough. So I would say that though. So for some of y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all going through this awakening. So if you feel like this is, wait a minute, if you feel like this just stuck, you just be like, ooh, just a little tense, or you feel just a little dizzy in the top of your head. Yep, that's it. See what somebody else talking about other than yourself. Yeah, you're going through an awakening. So that's what I said. So and that's affecting your relationships with family, people, spirituality, perspectives, um, pride, the way you show yourself, the things that you do to help and assist others, and just energy wise that you give off or paying attention to what accumulates in the moment. So other than that, fire signs, I hope this help y'all out. It's just gonna hold y'all over to the new year, whatever the case may be. This gonna hold y'all over to the new year, baby. And that's it. Shit, cause Shawty got writing to do. Writing spray kid, I be like, fuck them reading. Like the way he is with like a bird shit up in there. So, hold me now, Miss Cleo, for your free read. Other than that, I hope y'all have a great holiday. Don't be flying no shit. Your beans until you don't want to eat them baked beans. Just fucking shut up my business. Oh well, if they just got out of jail, that is not her fucking business. Worry about her own damn son. Don't be speaking on your chick. Just come over, eat your fucking food, and shut up. I don't give a fuck about little man, badass jumping off the couch. It is Christmas. Let them kids have fun. We don't need the goddamn pink pieces. Somebody constantly complaining.